Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm bringing you guys another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This time it's against my friend Kevin for my PSS. This is where I usually get most of my battles from. So, anyways, he's gonna be bringing Infernape, Blaziken, Garchomp, Milotic, Metagross, and Greninja. I'm gonna be bringing my Malamar, Landorus, which is my ace in this game, and I'm gonna be bringing Charizard, X, Weezing, Ferrothorn, and Greninja. So, me and him actually did two battles. It was actually really weird. The outcomes for both of them became the same and the same exact, like, setting. So it was, like, pretty weird. So why don't you guys watch, this battle video? I'm gonna be posting the other one, too, because that'll be round two. Alright, so he ends up starting off with his Greninja, which I actually thought was kind of weird. So I started off with my Malamar, and I was not thinking at this point. So, unfortunately, he's gonna go for Dark Pulse, and because that's neutral to me, that took me out because of a critical hit. I could have survived that. Once again, my Malamar is thrown into the hole because of critical hits, literally. So, I'm gonna go out into my Ferrothorn because I'm just, like, done at this point. So, he actually predicts a grass-type attack coming his way. I was just battling him, I was like, are you kidding me? So, I go for Stealth Rock. That actually helps me a little bit in this match. So, I'm not stupid, so I know he's going for a Fire-type attack or something. So, I switch out, and I'm gonna go into my Charizard. He goes for Flare Blitz. So I'm guessing he didn't actually take time and think about what I had on my team. So he's going to be taking very little recoil damage, which is just stupid. So, at this point, I, Mega Evolve into my Charizard X Shiny, which is freaking awesome. So, I don't care what people say, X is better than Y. So he goes for a high jump kick, which I should not have, Mega Evolved at that point, because I would have resisted it. So, that really sucks that my, like, freaking physical, just, like, abomination is down. That was pretty, much from, like, poor planning, because he knew that X was coming. So, he goes for another Protect, because he's just gonna sit there and stall out to get speed boosts, because, you know, that's what people are doing these days. So, unfortunately, now, I'm a Psychic type. He's at, like, what, plus 3 or 4 now. So Greninja's not outspeeding this. He goes for a Shadow Claw, and it does such a good amount to Greninja. I'm, like, so pissed at this moment. So I'm gonna go for an extra Sensory. And, yeah, I'm gonna look down at him. So he, goes down. He's gonna be taking that Psych-type attack. So now, Greninja's basically useless at this point, unless for, like, Death Fodder, because he's, taking Life Orb damage. Unfortunately, okay, so his is gonna actually get hit by the, pointed rocks. So, he goes for a Dark Pulse because apparently he outspeeds me, or unless it was a speed tie. And Greninja's going down. I would have liked to get a hit off on his before mine went down, but it's whatever. And, he is Life Orbed as well. So, this time I go out into my Landorus, and this thing is like a freaking beast. A Choice Scarfed Landorus that's invested in attack. It's freaking crazy. So, I'm gonna go for a Stab Earthquake to... It's a crit. I actually, didn't think... I didn't think it would have been a crit. I think that crit mattered, though. So, Infernape's going out, and he's going to be taking another Earthquake. So, Landorus is getting the freaking kills. So yeah, he's going down as well. This time, it's not a crit, though. So, this is where he goes into Milotic. Now, I didn't know what this thing was invested in. I figured defenses. But some people run specially offensive Milotics and specially defensive. Sometimes they'll run, physically defensive. Or they'll just have bulky ones that stall out, which piss me off. Which I do not feel like fighting. So he's gonna go for a Scald. Luckily, Weezing does not get the burn. So, I figure out that that thing's holding leftovers. So I'm gonna get off some of my Black Sludge. Yeah, Weezing's just gonna breeze in those toxic fumes. So I'm gonna take an Ice Beam to the face, and, that freezes my, Weezing, and I'm just sitting here like, freeze hacks, really. So, that thing's gonna get more leftovers, so now it's at, like, what, full HP? I'm gonna get more of my Black Sludge back. I honestly don't think it's gonna help me at this point, so she goes for a Scald. That's obviously gonna thaw Weezing out. because it's Skull. So I go for Explosion, hoping to do, like, some good damage on this thing. I figured if its base power is 250, it's going to do at least something. But then I realized, wait a minute, this thing is either physically defensive, or it's because Weezing's attack power isn't that high. You know, because he's got max defense and max HP. His defense, like, level 50 is, like, 189. So I go out in my Landorus, knowing that I can just wreck this thing, so I go off and Intimidate. It's not really going to matter, because my Milotic's not physical, and if it is, that's just weird. So I'm going to go for an Earthquake, hoping to kill this thing. And, I do, so as the Milotic's HP was going down slowly, I was like, wait, I'm not killing this thing. Alright, so Metagross takes Stealth Rock damage, which is good because I didn't know what he had on this thing. I didn't know if he had a Focus Sash or anything, which is actually the main reason why I actually set up the rocks. So I'm going to go for an Earthquake and just barely take out this Metagross. So he goes for a Brick Break, not sure why. Really not sure why. So I go for another Earthquake, so I'm locked into it from the Choice Scarf, and so that's going to be a dead Metagross, so Landorus is just putting in the finest work in this match. So, he goes on to Garchomp. I'm sort of in between a rock and a hard place here. I didn't want to go for an Earthquake because I have Outrage on my Landorus, so I figured if I can at least get some good damage off on this thing, then he's taking an Outrage to the face, and he's not, living it. So he's going to go into his Mega Garchomp. I guess Mega Garchomp's pretty cool. I have one myself. I just rarely use it. So, he's going to go for an Earthquake. And, Ferrothorn's actually going to take that quite well, because he's invested in defense. Physical, he's got mixed special and HP put in there. So he goes for a Crunch, and he's going to be taking, Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet damage. And now that he realizes that Landorus can come out and sweep, so I actually went for Leech Seed, because I figured that's just gonna get rid of, Garchomp's HP. I'm not really looking to savor this, Ferrothorn, but it's a good thing I did keep him in this long. Honestly, at this point in the match, I was like, you wanna know what, I'm gonna win this. So, his Garchomp goes for Earthquake. Ferrothorn can't take another one, unfortunately. If he had, like, maybe 15 more HP, he would have been able to take it just fine. So I go out to my Landorus, and, I'm gonna get off and Intimidate, which actually, that's actually, like, an advantage for me, just in case there was some crazy reason how he outsped. So I go for an Outrage, and Garchomp's not living it. He's just not, something I would find to be physically defensive. No, that'd be my Weezing. So, Landorus wins me the match, and that's why he's, like, my favorite for this team. I actually questioned taking out that Malamar, because it's just that, it's not that, I don't want to use it. I like its, like, I sort of like the trick I do with it, where it's like Switcheroo and it's got Toxic Orb. That actually might help me, but it's just not fast enough or anything. But, I have, a little, slightly different team in my next, battles I'm gonna be uploading. So, yeah, guys, that was, the battle against my friend Kevin from my PSS. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe, and, leave your friend code in the comment section if you guys ever want to battle me. I've left mine in previous, videos. I probably won't be doing that anymore, because I've done it in just so many videos. So, why don't you guys go and check those out, and, see you guys next time for Pokemon.